So what I wanted to talk today about was the 4 processes. So anytime we put food in our mouth, what happens? And so the 4 processes are digestion, there is absorption, utilization, and elimination. And so all of us can improve in those. And when we start to eat raw foods, we start to improve in those, and we start to have this thing called a better life. We just feel better. When we put food in our mouth, we start to digest it, and most of us digest things that are undigestible. The body's doing the best it can with all these foreign foods. Our natural foods are fruits and vegetables. Natural foods in their natural state are natural to humans. 1.8 million species on the planet, and we're the only ones that get sick, unless we include 2 others, cats and dogs, because we're feeding them human food. It might not be human food, but it's made by humans. But in the wild, animals don't get sick. This is not normal. But for us, it's very normal. And it's expected. We get older, and here comes the prescriptions, here comes the stiffness, the sickness, the not feeling good, and we just accept this as this is a part of life, getting old. And it is not so. I know more and more as I'm in this raw world of people who are 60, 70, 80 years old. There was just a couple who, 69 and 71, who eat mostly fruit, predominantly fruit, and they're raw. And last year, in 2013, they ran a marathon every day. 365 days in a row of a marathon. So that something happened, yes. Something happens with raw food. You get energy, but you don't actually get energy. You're just removing the obstructions that are blocking you from energy, what I like to call all the time pure energy. And so when we eat foods that are digestible, we have a really easy time, and we feel just as good after the meal as we did before. And then the next thing is like, what does our bodies absorb? What are we absorbing? Because a lot of times it's like, how much protein is in this thing? It doesn't matter. How much vitamin A? It doesn't matter. How much iron? How much is our body absorbing of what we're getting in? See, the elephant or the gorilla, they're not saying, am I going to absorb it, or is this enough, or is this a complete protein, or is this, am I getting my vitamin, whatever? This is human talk. So when we get back to nature, we drop all that thing, all the diet. Diet has the word die in it. It's always about restriction, nutritional facts, what do they say? And this is a lifestyle which is all about abundance and eating as much as we like, and we get full at the perfect time because the food has so much fiber and water that it goes to our stomach, sends a signal to our brain saying enough, and satisfied. For me, it was satisfied because I was always reaching for one more French fry or one more potato chip or one more candy bar or one more sip of root beer to satisfy me, and it was never enough, and I was just starving and full at the same time. Starving for nutrients and full from this stuff I put in me that I don't even, my body doesn't work for that. But the body is for us, and as soon as we get out of the way, it'll help. So then we start to absorb more. And then, after we absorb, what are we utilizing? Their utilization is a whole other process. So when we start to eat more fruits and vegetables, our utilization goes up. And then we start to eliminate and get rid of junk. Shit. He's got his headphones on. So we get rid of that, but a lot of people are not. And a lot of people are holding on to it. And I've heard of people going a week, or over a week, or every 3 days, and when we start to do this, we start to go 3 times a day or after every meal, and this is normal and it's quick. We're in and out of the bathroom, we're not hanging out there. You never see an animal in the wild like trying to go to the bathroom. They just go and they're done. But us humans, we could bring a book in there. Or nowadays we bring our Facebooks in there. So the more we start to eat fruits and vegetables, I'm a big believer in not taking anything away from what you're eating. Eat it all. Even that, and even that, yes. But just start to add, and the more we add, the more it goes away in its own time without any deprivation from us. And that's a whole nother concept beside the diet, like I can't have this, I shouldn't have the donut. No, get away with the donut. If you say no to me, I might be good for a day, 3 days, 5, maybe even a month. But pretty soon it's like, I want that donut. But what if I could have the donut whenever I want it? But I have a smoothie first. I'm not even going to want the donut because I just got infused with what the body really wants, not what my head and my old stories and habits want. So I invite you all to increase the fruits and vegetables. Come to classes like these. You just got a wealth of knowledge of cheeses. Like he just gave away the secrets. And you guys have them. Now you guys can even play around with them and say, hey, I like it a little bit more salt, or a little less, or a little of that. And the more we play in the kitchen, the more we like playing in the kitchen. That's been my experience. And I'm not somebody who cooks. I mean, when I started, I was like, I knew how to cook toast. That's toast. I knew how to cook it. In 2 minutes it pops up, I just cook toast. That was about the extent of it. And now I am fascinated with making food, with making artwork. This is like culinary artistry, and Ron is amazing at what he does. And I'm so glad that I get to be here and be part of his classes.